Yes. Starting with the poem, Five Old Crows. As I read, please keep your finger also on your books and follow what I'm reading, okay? Five old crows. Five
Five
old
old.
crows. Please do not repeat. Okay, I will read and I'll explain it to you all. Okay, in the classroom, it is fine for all of you all to repeat together, but not online. Okay, online it becomes very noisy. Okay, so just keep your finger on the book. I've muted everyone. You all can read. Okay, if you all want, you can repeat after me, but do not unmute yourself and repeat. Okay, keep your finger on the book and listen as I read. Okay. Five old crows were on a brick wall. Four were tall and other was small. One old crow cried, "Ka, ka, ka." He went to visit his mother-in-law. Okay, so how many crows were sitting and where were they sitting? They were sitting on a brick wall. Okay, where were they sitting? They were sitting on a brick wall. Yes. Okay, and in this, what are they saying? Four crows were tall and one was small. Okay.
I know Kaka spelling. 1 minute. See.
Okay. There are five crows here. Out of that, four crows were tall and one was a small one. Okay, so one old crow cried, "Ka, ka, ka, ka." Ka, ka, ka is the sound that a crow makes. Okay, so what did he do? He made the sound ka, 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 and where did he go? He went to visit his mother-in-law. Okay, so out of five crows, one crow goes away. How many are left? There are only four left. Okay, now again, the next paragraph. Four old crows were on a brick wall. Three were tall and the other was small. One old crow went to get some food. He never came back to the other brood. Okay, so here, like I told you, the first old crow, where did it go? It flew and went away to meet his or her mother-in-law. Okay, so once out of five crows, one crow went away. There were only four. Out of the four, three were tall and one was a small crow. And from those three old crows, one old crow, one tall and one old crow, where did he go? He goes to find food. Okay, he flies and he goes to find food, but then he never comes back, which means now out of four, there's only three remaining. Two were tall and one was small. Okay, now third paragraph. Three old crows were on a brick wall. Two were tall and the other was small. The small one grew and grew and grew. He flew away and that left two. Okay, so now after the two old crows, out of the four old crows, two of them, they fly and they go away. One flew, why? Because he had wanted to go see his mother-in-law. And the second tall crow, what did it do? It flew in search of food, but he never came back. Okay, so remaining were only two tall crows and one small crow. What happened to the small crow? As the days went by, the small crow, it grew and grew and grew. And what happened? One day, even he also flew away. Once he flew away, it left only two old crows. Okay. Now, next fourth paragraph. Two old crows were on a brick wall. Both were old and both of them tall. One crow said, "I miss my son. He flew away and that left one." Okay, so next one, the fourth crow, where did he go? What did he do? He wanted to go and meet his son. Okay, so because he was missing his son, he flew and he went to go and meet his son. So once out of the two, when one of the crow flew away to meet his son, well, how many crows were left now? Only one crow was remaining. Okay, now turn your book to the next page, page number 112. Okay, one old crow was on a brick wall. He flew away and there was the wall. Okay, so once all the five crows left, they flew away. They each one went to do their own work. What happened? Now only the wall was left. Okay, one brick wall was alone in the rain, wishing for the crows to come back again. Okay, so what happened here? Each crow, for totally there were 5 crows on the wall, but each one of them, they started flying in search, either in search of food, or they grew and they flew away, or they went in search of their son or their mother-in-law. Right? So once everything flew away, what was left behind? Only the wall was left behind, and the wall was feeling very lonely. So he started wishing for all the 5 crows to come back again. Okay, this is the poem 5 Old Crows. Okay, hope all of you have understood. I will read the poem once again, and then I will ask your questions. Okay. Please, as I read, please keep your finger on the book. 5 old crows. 5 old crows were on a brick wall. 4 were tall and the other was small. One old crow cried, "Caw, caw, caw." He went to visit his mother-in-law. 4 old crows were on a brick wall. 3 were tall and the other was small. One old crow went to get some food. He never came back to the other brood. 3 old crows were on a brick wall. 2 were tall and the other was small. The small one grew and grew and grew. He flew away and that left 2. 2 old crows were on a brick wall. Both were old and both of them tall. One crow said, "I miss my son." He flew away and that left 1. Okay, turn your book to the next page. One old crow was on a brick wall. He flew away and there was the wall. One brick wall was alone in the rain, wishing for the crows to come back again. Okay, so this is a small poem. It's a very, you can understand it. Okay, you don't need too much of explanation also. Hope all of you have understood. Anyone has any doubt in this poem?
No, ma'am. No,
Yes.
ma'am.
Oh, yes, very good. Okay,
No,
now,
ma'am.
okay. Now, where were the 5 crows sitting? Where were the 5?
In a brick wall, ma'am.
They were,
On a brick wall.
yes, they were
on a
sitting on a brick wall. Very good. Yes. The first crow, where did the first crow go?
To meet mother-in-law, ma'am.
Very good. The first crow, yes.
For mother-in-law.
Yes, the first crow went to see his mother-in-law. Okay, so out of 5 crows, 4 of them were tall, 1 was small, which means along with the 4 big crows, there was a small baby crow as well. Okay, now the one crow, out of the 4 tall crows, 1 crow goes off to see his mother-in-law. Now, second crow, where does the second crow go?
The chicken to get the food, ma'am.
Very good. The second crow goes. Yes. Okay. The second crow goes in search of food, but once he finds food, or when he goes in search of food, does he come back to the same place?
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
He did not came, ma'am.
Yes.
He did not
Very good. He
come
does
back.
not come back. Okay. So he goes in search of food, but then he does not come back. Next one. Out when 2 crows go back. Now, how many crows were still remaining now? Now there were only 3 crows. So 3 crows, 2 crows were, yes. Out of these 3 crows, 2 crows were tall and 1 was small. Right? So what happened to the small crow? As the days went by, the small crow started growing. Right? So it grew and grew and grew. And then what did it do one day? It flew away. Okay, so the third crow now, that is the third crow which flies off is a small crow. Once it becomes a big one, it flies off. Okay, now once all the 3 crows go away, how many crows are left now on the brick wall? There were
2, ma'am.
two tall crows. Very good. Okay, now out of these 2 tall crows, what does one of the crows say?
I miss my son, ma'am. He misses his son, ma'am.
Yes, so he misses his son, and what does he do? He says, I miss my son, and then he also goes away. Now, what is left now? How many crows are left?
One, ma'am.
Only
One
one
crow
crow was
left, ma'am.
yes, only
One
one
crow was
crow was
left, ma'am. One
left.
crow.
Yes. So what does that crow also do? Even that crow also flies away. Okay, so even that crow also flies away. Now, once even that crow flies off, what happens now? The wall is feeling very lonely. Okay, in this poem, they are saying as if the wall has life in it. For example, we'll take it in our own life. When we, especially during summer vacation, we all go to our grandparents' house, right? You, your cousins, everyone, all of you all meet in your grandparents' house. Correct?
Yes,
So when you are there together, all of you all play nicely. Your grandparents are so happy to see all their grandchildren and all, right? So once you all come back, they feel very lonely again, right? They'll start missing you all, they'll call you all and all that. Now we have so many options where you can actually talk to them face to face. Even if they're staying very far off, you can still talk to them, right? Okay, but even then, it does not equal to as if you are staying with your grandparents. So what happens? Your grandparents, they feel very bad that all of you all have left and gone. The same way here, that how does the brick wall feel? Even the brick wall also feels very lonely. What does the brick wall wish for? He wishes for all the 5 crows to come back. Okay, so this is a very small poem here. Here they have told you, will work out the exercises given here. You have pair the rhyming words. One is done for you. You all know what are rhyming words, right? The words that sound the same are called as rhyming words. Okay, now here you have wall and small. Correct? Wall and small is a rhyming word. From the poem, can you all pick out pairs of rhyming words now? From the poem, first one they have already given you.
Wall,
Wall
and tall, ma'am.
wall.
Tall, ma'am.
The first paragraph. Okay, then we will come to the next one. Wall and tall also is correct. Wall, tall. Then you have ka and la.
Right, ma'am.
Okay. No, you all don't write. I'll give you all the notes for this. Okay, so you all don't write it down. Don't write
Excuse me,
anything.
ma'am.
Yes, Shakti.
We have to write in this page, ma'am.
No, when I tell you to write, only then you will write. Okay, the rhyming words I'll give it in your class work. Okay, you don't have to take down, just listen. Okay, then you have food and brood. Right, in the second paragraph you have food and
Ma'am.
brood. Yes, Digant.
Ma'am.
Yes.
You will give today notes, ma'am.
Not today. I will not be giving the notes today. Probably tomorrow I'll give you. Okay. Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
now next. Yes. Okay, now next one you have grew and two. These are also rhyming words. Okay, so you have grew and two because they sound the same. Okay. Next one you have sun and one. Okay, the words that sound the same. Okay, these are called as rhyming words. Okay, then you have rain and again.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, rain and again. So these are called as rhyming words. Okay, now the question and answers. First, you will answer them orally. Okay, where were the 5 old crows? Where were the 5 old crows sitting?
On a brick wall, ma'am.
Very good. They were sitting on a brick wall. Who grew and grew? Who grew?
The third crow, ma'am.
Yes, the small crow. Out of the 5 crows, 4 of them were tall and 1 was small, right? So the small crow grew and grew. What did the wall wish for? What did the wall wish for?
Wishing for
For all the crows to come back, ma'am.
For the
Yes,
crow.
wall wished for all the crows to come back. Very good. Okay, now we will write this. I want you to take your pencil and write down. Okay. Now, next one, we will do the fill in the blanks here. Okay, this part. Fill in the blank with a letter to make a new word. Okay, you already have OX here. First one, you already have OX. You need to add a word, a letter in front. Which letter can you all add to make it a proper word, to form another word?
Ma'am.
Very good. You can add a F. Okay, it becomes fox. Now, second one, you have dash and RACE. Which letter can you add?
T.
Trace. Yes, very good. Yes, trace. Okay, next one, you have dash and ICE.
N, ma'am.
Very good. Nice. NICE. Okay, next one, you have dash and ALL.
T, ma'am.
Very good. Tall. Next, fifth one, you have dash and an. What can you add?
Fan. F-A-N, fan, ma'am.
Yes, FAN, fan. Then next one, you have dash and is. What can you add here?
ma'am.
M, ma'am.
A.
Yes, you can write K or M, anything you can write. Okay. Next one, seventh one, you have dash and AS, as. What can you add here?
H, ma'am.
Yes, very good. You can add a H. Yes. Okay, you can write HAS, has. Next, eighth one, you have dash and pill, PILL. So which letter can you add?
Pencil.
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
don't change the word. You just, yes, very good. You can put a S to it, spill. Okay, SPILL, spill. Next, you have OATS. What can you all add here?
G, ma'am. G.
Yes. Yes, you can write GOATS, BOATS. Okay. Next.
Good morning, ma'am.
T, ma'am.
Okay, next one, 10th one. You have dash and HIS, his. What can you
T,
add
ma'am.
here?
T.
T, very
T,
good.
ma'am.
Yes, THIS, his. Very good. Okay, next, 11th one. 11th one, dash. Please change that I to LAP. Okay? Change that I to. Who's that?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Me,
Kirtana.
ma'am. Lab.
Yes, you can
Clap.
write C. Yes, CLAP. Clap. Okay. Kirtana, you should have joined the class at 9 o'clock. Okay, you're joining at 9:20. 9:22. Okay, from tomorrow I will not be letting you inside. Take your English reader and turn your book to page number 112. Okay, now next 12th one, you have dash and AIL. So which letter can you all add?
File. E, ma'am.
E, ma'am.
How EAIL does not make sense.
File.
FILE.
ma'am.
Fail. 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 Okay, or you can write SAIL, sail. TAIL, tail. Okay, you can put any one of the letters. Next one, ON. ON.
Horn, ma'am.
What can you write here?
Horn, ma'am.
No, not FON.
H-O-N.
No, you can write SON, sun. Okay, SO. 7th one, 1 minute. Okay. Now next one, 14th one.
Excuse me.
14th one, you have dash and IN. Okay, dash and
Excuse me, ma'am. Hedge, ma'am. Hedge.
HIN. No,
H-I-N.
no.
Tin.
Yes, you can put a T. TIN. Tin. Yes. Next, 15th one, you have dash and OR. Which letter can you all use?
Yes. Ma'am.
FOR. For. Okay. Next, 16th one, you have dash and OUR.
Why, ma'am? Why? Why?
YOUR. Yes, very good. YOUR.
Ma'am,
Okay. Yes.
page number 101, ma'am.
112.
112.
Okay, next 17th one, you have dash and ITS. Which letter can you all add over here?
S.
Yes, you can write it in SITS, SITS or BITS, bits. Okay. Now next one, 18th one, you have dash and ABLE.
T.
T, very good. The word becomes table. Table. Okay, next 19th one, dash and HOW.
S,
Show,
ma'am.
very good. Yes, SHOW. Show. Next, the last one, dash and LUCK. LUCK. Which letter can you all add?
P.
P. Very good. Okay, PLUCK. Pluck. Okay.
Ma'am, you want to write, ma'am?
Yes, Kirtana, you should write all this in your reader now. Classwork, I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay. All of you have written all the 20 words here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Okay, now the next page.
Yes,
In the next page, you can do this for homework. Okay, now arrange the words in alphabetical order. Okay, so first, you've already written these words here, right? From 1 to 20, you have written. Okay, you have.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Excuse
Digant.
me, ma'am.
Yes, Digant.
I did not 16 and 17, 20th, ma'am.
Write it down. It's there on the board. Write it down.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Varun.
What is 11th one, ma'am?
11th one, I told you to change that IAP to LAP. Okay. And you will write CLAP, clap.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Now you have written the words from 1 to 20. You have to arrange these letters in alphabetical order, which means if you have any word which begins with A, then you will write here. If you don't have A, go to B. Do you have any word which begins with a B here? If you have, you will write B. Otherwise, here, I guess we have written C first. Okay, so you will first write in the first word, you will write clap. Okay, next after C, do you have any other C's over here? No. After C, you have D. D also we've not written. Then you have E. E is not there. F. Okay, you have fox, you have fail. Okay, so first you will write fail and then you will write fox. Okay, like that you have to write this entire thing in alphabetical order in this page. Okay, I want you to finish this for your homework and then send it to me. Okay, yeah, anyone has any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Very good.
No,
Okay, did you
ma'am.
understand the poem?
Yes, ma'am.